Alright guys, let's do our May-June 2024. This is the 3.2 version, okay? I'm sorry for my voice, not feeling well. Okay, let's start. Okay, before I start, I always check if I have all the files or not. So let me rearrange to the name. This one I no need. Start with banner, contact, feed, giraffe logo, citing, text, web, what and what. Okay, all the files are here. Next, giraffe are endangered species only found in parts of Africa. You will analyze the data. You analyze data on giraffe that have been rescued, tagged, and returned to the wild. So we're going to create an evidence document, a new file. Make sure you know where you're saving your file and don't just simply save it in OneDrive. Then you won't find it. Okay, mine is in download, so I'm going to go to download and save this as J32 evidence underscore followed by center number followed by candidate number. Done. Okay, let's open the file giraffe and examine what do we have here first. So once I open a file, especially CSV, I will always Control A double because if I Control A once, it will highlight just the content. Double, that means twice, Control A, then I'll highlight the entire sheet. Just double click to resize. So I see code, so probably they will use this as the source file. No need this. Okay, next, this file will be used in step 2 and 3. Do not make any changes. And then we're going to open sightings. Again, resize. Okay, this is what I see. Tagged country, number of sightings. So they want to count how many times something is visible or giraffe is spotted. So these are dates and places that they spotted and the tag number. So count, the function count may be used. So let me put it aside first. We follow instruction, okay? We don't do things based on our assumption. So let's save as this. Oops. So this is called giraffe. Oops. Underscore followed by center number followed by candidate number. Always save in Excel workbook. Save. Okay, done. Next, rows 7 to 25. Okay, it shows the number of sightings of the tagged giraffe in each country for 1 week in February. So I see all the date here is February and from 4th to 10th. So in row 28 onwards shows all the sighting for that week. So this is 1 week record. So we're going to place our name, center number, and candidate number in the center line of the header. Just go to the layout view in middle. So you write your information. And then we're going to put created on blah 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 automated time in the footer. They didn't say where, so I'm just going to put it here on the left. Created on space automated date and then space at space and then automated time, current time. That's it. Okay, no need to bold. They just bold it here just to show you what to write. Okay, going back to the normal view, this is what we have. Place a replicable formula in D28, which is here. Look up the species using the code. So using the code, I put this here. So the code is here based on the code, and the code is in the first column, and we are looking for it vertically. So we are going to use VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, what are we looking for? We are looking for this code. You type for one row, you don't type for the whole range. We are looking for this, comma, sorry, already have. Next is table array. From which table? I'm looking for it from this table, comma. What am I looking for? Or what do I want as an answer? I want the species. Species in column 1, 2, 3. They want column index number. Then you write 3, third column. Then always false because you want the exact match. Enter. I'm going to resize. Now when I replicate, this is absolute referencing. This range will not change. That's what we want. We don't want it to change as it goes down. So this is replicable already. So I'm just going to double click to replicate. Okay, next, a formula in F28 here. So look up the status using the code again. So we're going to use VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP using the code, comma, same table, comma, status in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth column, and false. Resize this column, and I'm going to replicate. I always replicate, although they didn't ask me to, because at the end they will still ask you to replicate. See here. Okay, we are done. In B23 or B3, sorry, in B3 here, they want you to count total number of sighting for 7 days. So you can have more than one answer because they didn't specifically tell based on which column. If you are counting other than the date, because date is considered a number, other than the date, the others are all text, then you have to use count A. If date, then you use count. So if it is count, then I'm going to highlight from here to the end. I press Ctrl Shift arrow down, so it will highlight the end of the data, and then press enter. I get 70. So let's say I'm using count A. Count A, same thing. You just need to choose one column and don't include the code, because if you include the code, it will count as one entry. We don't want. So from here to here, we got 70 record. Same thing. Okay? And they didn't say have to be replicable, nothing to replicate here. So no need to change to absolute referencing. In B4, formula to count total number of sighting in 7 days, where photograph of a critically endangered species is taken. Now, it has to be critically endangered and photograph must be taken in this whole range. So got two conditions. So when it comes to two conditions, when you write count, you have count if and count ifs. If you've only got one condition, you've got two conditions. So I'm going to go with this. Criteria range. So it's a range. So I'm going to highlight from here until the end. And I am looking for first criteria in that column that I selected just now. Oops. I'm looking for the word critically endangered. Okay, but not done yet. Comma. Second column, second range is this one. And the answer has to be yes. Small letter yes, big letter yes, anything also can. Okay, the answer is 12. So it has to be yes, photographed, yes for critically endangered. So always save, Control S. Okay, this one done. 7. So insert a row between 5 and 6, one in between this. Just right click at your column, row 6, insert. Then you're done. And type the text critically endangered. critically endangered. Follow. Although I know you are tempted to put capital E, but follow exactly. Place a replicable formula in B8, which is here, to display the number of sightings of a critically endangered animal, critically endangered species in this country. So replicate the formula for each country. Again, two conditions. First condition, the status has to be critically endangered. Second condition is the country. So count ifs. First one, comma. I'm looking for a word critically endangered. You can see up here I'm typing the formula. Proceed with quotation mark. Second range is the country. The country, I am looking for Botswana. Here, enter. When I duplicate this and I press double, when I double click, if you notice the range moved down 2 steps because this is the second one. It's because I didn't make my range as absolute referencing. So please put your dollar signs, okay, to lock it. We don't want to lock the country because as it moves down, we want it to change to different countries. Okay, please don't lock the country. Now you replicate. Oops, that's not how you replicate. You drag down. Okay, this is what you have. Total 13. Here is 12 because with photograph. This one is not about photograph anymore. So total got 17. If you're not sure, just add a filter. Just add a filter to the whole thing. Okay, let me show you how to recheck. I'm just gonna, oops, here, filter. And we want it to be status is critically endangered. And this one, they don't care. They didn't say yes or no. So when I highlight, count here 13. That is what we got when we plus everything. We plus everything. See, sum here at the bottom is 13. Correct. And at the top, the photograph must be yes. Cannot have the word no. So now when you highlight, count is 12, which is 12 here. Okay, so this is how you double check your work. So remove all the filter. I'm going to remove from here as well. Continue. Oops, not this. Okay, now we're going to format to make it look like this. So of course, let me see if there's any specific. Okay, you got specific font size, which is 20 for row 1 and row 6. So I'm just going to highlight row 1 and row 6 and put 20. And then I do see that it's bold. Bold. And it is merged. This is merged. This is merged. Okay, next. And then I see the whole thing. Column A is right aligned. And then I do see that it's wrap text, especially for third and fourth. So I'm just going to make it small like this. I highlight the whole thing and double click. Okay, even smaller because the period here, third column, third row has to have 2 rows. A3. Like this. If you leave it like just now, like this one, you won't get the full mark because your row 3 doesn't have wrap text. Although you already set it, but it's not visible. So you have to show. Okay. Alright, this one, bold and center. And row 2 have a shorter height. Copy to row 5. Oops. Copy, paste, save. And then I'm going to put everything here in the middle. It's also wrap text. I see the number of sightings is wrap text. And if it's centered vertically, this one is also wrap text. So why not I just put column B, the entire column B wrap text. Okay, you see, I have to make it very, very small in order for this to go down. So I have an idea. Why not? I like this. Why not? I just bring it down. How to manually bring it down? You double click. So click right before giraffe, after giraffe or citing. Press alternate enter. And resize. Because you manually did it, you need to manually a bit resize it. Now you got it too much. That's how you manually bring it down. Okay, now all looks okay. Let me check again. Okay, this one not necessarily have to be in 3 line as long as I can see that's wrap text. But if you are not convinced, please go ahead. Make it 3 line. Okay. I think the rest looks okay. Okay, continue. Okay. Now print your spreadsheet showing formula. Okay, let me show formula. Always and always resize. If you just straight away print this, you will get full mark. See, all the formulas are cut off. I know you worked so hard to achieve that look, but always resize. You work harder for your formulas. And they say it has to be landscape. Row and column heading is visible. Okay, done. Fully visible. It's okay if it's 12 pages. Go ahead and print. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna just save it in PDF. So this is lesson 10. Okay, done. Next, select. Okay, I guess this is show value, so I'm gonna off the formula first. Okay, then I'm gonna resize. Okay, this one have to get smaller because we have to wrap text. And I forgot one thing. You see, this one is supposed to be vertically in the middle. Okay, done. Select rows 1 to 7, inclusive. That means include 7 and 1. And then only the rows between 8 and 26 where the citing took place. That means you cannot have the one with 0 because there's no citing. So in order to do that, what you need to do is you need to filter. So take a screenshot of the method used to select these rows. So I'm going to highlight and then do the filter part. They want you to take a screenshot of the method that is used to select. So this is what I'm going to take. You can take this screenshot. That's my print screen. Okay. This is your screenshot. So always label step 11. Ooh, that's huge. Okay. From here, we don't want the 0. Press OK. This is one way of filtering. Another way of filtering is click here, specific number. We want it to be greater than 0. This is another way. Okay. And they only want row 1 to row 7 and the one with citing until row 26, which is just this part. They want you to print this part. Control P. So if you want to just print that part, use print selection. Single page. It is single page. Here, down here, you can see. And then portrait. Row and column heading is visible. It's blue because it shows that you have filtered. And then you can print this out. That's it. So this is your question 11. Okay, so that's all. That's all for your spreadsheet part. So you are done. Alright, so I'll see you again with the web authoring. Bye.